Top of the bubbling. The world time in the world with the bubbling. Yeah, what's good? Another BS&I. This is your boy, the AKA. Excuse my voice. I've been losing my voice lately. I don't know if I'm coming down with cold or some shit. But anyway, regardless of that, let me turn this shit down real fast. I just watched Smoked Out Battle League, by the way. Salute to y'all, gentlemen. I just watched the CANUCKLEHEAD versus LIL Q battle. I didn't know it was for $250. That was a little dope surprise at the beginning of the battle. Had a little intensity to it, you know what I'm saying? $250, I don't know. That's somewhat of a little bit of money to some people, you know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah, let's rock that shit. Good ass battle. It was a good battle. I appreciated it, you know what I'm saying? I just want to give a shout out to CANUCKLEHEAD. I had my top 25 drop, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot a couple people. I knew I would. I knew I would forget some people, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I was like, well, they didn't flash in my head, you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? No flash in my head from now on. CANUCKLEHEAD was really, really fucking fire this goddamn battle. Let's go right into it, though. Let's keep it a buck. Because LIL Q in the first round, LIL Q always has a good first round. Like, pretty good to real good LIL Q standards. You know what I'm saying? Like, his first round was clean, fire. Obviously prepared most on that round, you know what I'm saying? The beginning, before he even started, you know what I'm saying? You gave a shout out to your boy, AKA. You said, no more, or let me do dick jokes or some shit like that. And regardless, a shout out to the AKA. You get a point right there. Salute to you. Remember that, gentlemen. Remember that. And he started pretty vintage, you know what I'm saying? With the classic clown, and he said he looked like a puff pastry. His clowning be good, though. He be roasting. He be good at cooking, cuz he said he looked like a puff pastry. Nigga, he said you look like a pumpkin, nigga. Oh, bro. He said Odora rules. That was cool. Kevin Jules or Odora rules. You know what I'm saying? That was a good way to start it. Little Q style. You know what I'm saying? It was fresh. Salute for all that shit. But I can't let you slide on this because CANUCKLEHEAD said, what did that mean? And that's exactly what I thought. He said, you want to clown Quinn. How when half your losses get half the crowd of my wins? Nigga, what? CANUCKLEHEAD said, what did that mean? He said, oh boy. Oh man, I was dying. Anyway, you lose points. Luckily, you got that point at the beginning of the round by hollering at your boy AKA because you lost a point right there, bro. One thing I did notice, he did say something about how the chain is close. I didn't know that he ever even thought about wanting the chain. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. I got a little insight into LIL Q too because like he had a line that struck me as kind of real, and where he said he knows that he's wasting his talent. And that was interesting to know that he knows that, you know, because he's a talented kid. He's got some charisma, you know. He just wasted a lot. And so it was really interesting to know that he's actually in control of that. You know what I'm saying? He's conscious of that shit. He called him out on his chokes. Or he knew that he was going to try to call Quinn out on his choke. So it seemed like it was a pre-buttal. You know what I'm saying? But he said, you choked against Justified. Nice. You choked against Malice. Twice. Got him. That shit was fire, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Something I noticed in my time, too. He said, on Facebook, it says he now works at King of the Dot. That shit fucking killed me. I've always wondered that. I was like, you work at King of the Dot, bro? Or you just a battler? That shit was fire. Got some points, you know what I'm saying? Quinn, solid fucking round. Solid fucking first round. CANUCKLEHEAD's very first round. It was cool. We had a little rebuttal, you know what I'm saying? Because Quinn was talking about his girl, saying his girl was fake or whatever, and his girl was standing right there. It was a nice little convenient rebuttal, blah, blah, blah. It It was cool though. It was good that he said it though. It was good that he said it. He almost had to. You know what I'm saying? He started a little slow though. He started a little slow for the first 8 bars. Like I saw some shit. I saw some little shit in there I was kind of fucking with. But then he dropped that. Uh, Native people are known to draw eagles or whatever the fuck. However he set it up, bro. That shit was a fucking bar. I was like, damn. And like when I heard that in my head, I immediately was like, did Quinn have a bar like that? Because I was like a haymaker. I don't think Quinn had anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fire. Salute. But then he went into the choke. And the choke was kind of bad. Especially because he got stuck on a word. That's what would be hilarious though. I'll be loving that shit though when I do see chokes, because people get stuck on the funniest words. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he said Canuckle. He said his own name like 4 times. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, it was tough. It was a little tough to watch. You know what I'm saying? Especially because he had said something. Quinn had said something about the chokes. You know what I'm saying? And then he choked right after. Got him. You know what I'm saying? But when he did come out of it, he fucking came out of it hella hard. Like the first line, he was like something. I fucking forgot, but it was like how the sockeye tastes. And then I was just like, bro, why did you choke? You know you were just about to cook. That's why he choked, because he knew it. He was about to cook his fucking boots, and he just couldn't do it. Then he had some funny shit. He was talking about how short he was, dog. This shit fucking did make me fall out, though. And that's what I'm saying about this round by CANUCKLEHEAD. This shit has like a borderline personality disorder. It was like all over the place. You had fire bars, you had awkward ass chokes, you had funny ass shit, you had shit that didn't land. It was all in one round. It was like, goddamn. I feel like I traveled the whole fucking world just like trying to keep up with how the fuck he's going through his rounds and shit. But he had this joke. Excuse my voice. He was talking about how short he was and how awkward it is to be walking around and bumping into dicks. I fell over. That was fucking cold, son. Y'all be roasting. I died. He had that 8-ball in the. It's Q. It's obvious Q have the 8-ball in his pocket. That was, a little clever line. You know what I'm saying? Good round. It was a good round. Not a solid round. There was a choke. After round 1, I gotta go with LIL Q. There was too much highs and lows. Like I'm not like a seismic meter. Like I can't be reading all these ups and downs and like try to get the math right. You know what I'm saying? When I listened to Quinn, it was solid all the way through. He had his shit packed. You had the haymakers. You had some dope shit. The choke. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give it to LIL Q. LIL Q round 1. Boom. So we're going down into round 2. LIL Q starts. When he's talking about his mom, or his mom apparently had friended CANUCKLEHEAD or whatever, one way or another, and he was just like, and I was starting to feel LIL Q, because he started going in and he was like, if you ever do talk to my mom, you better talk to her straight. And I was like, oh, bro. You done fucked up, CANUCKLEHEAD. Because I thought he was about to go ham on you. He just turned it into a joke about how she weighs more than you and it would be rape. Or she would be raping you or some shit like that. It's like, classic Q fail. And then, like I said, when people stutter or they choke and they get stuck on a word, how awkward is it when you get stuck on the word rape? LIL Q he choked and got stuck on the word rape. It's just, all of it was a big, big fail. But I did get, one thing I did like about this battle for LIL Q, for me, I just got a little more insight, like, into him. You know what I'm saying? He had talked about his dad a little bit, and then he kept playing on the whole scheme life. You know what I'm saying? That whole CANUCKLEHEAD shit, throwing it back at him with some real shit. But at the end of the day, the round was short. It was a little sloppy. Not a little, a lot sloppy. He looked really unprepared, you know what I'm saying? It was like he had wrote his first, his third, and then his second was the last shit that he wrote, and I bet that's the case. Um, yeah. An okay round. Okay round by LIL Q, you know what I'm saying? Second round. CANUCKLEHEAD started hella clean. He was dressed. He had some pre-buttles for addressing his weight, talking about him laying on his back. He's bigger than LIL Q and shit. That shit was funny. You know what I'm saying? And then he had that that fucking flip. It was just like, yo, your rebuttals have been on point. Everything you counter was top. I really gotta hand you that. And he was just like, no, everything on the countertop, I really gotta hand you that. I was like, bah, not got him, got me. That shit was fire. That's what I'm saying. He's had two amazing ass haymakers already. You know what I'm saying? Like, clean ass writing. That's some clean ass writing right there. You know what I'm saying? Fire. And then he started snapping. It was like, on a little, he was just like, weed ass bitch. Weed ass bitch. That little arm trying to reach ass bitch. And then it's at this moment that he had already won the round. CANUCKLEHEAD fucked him up in the second round. I don't give a motherfuck. He snapped all over this boy. It was clean. It was fire. And it's how I like it. Fuck it. I don't need to go hella long on this round. Salute. You cooked his fucking boots the second round. When you did not, you came in with no weapons. You came in with no shoes, no nothing. Salute. Round 3. LIL Q started a little strong. It was classic. LIL Q started like, yo, you need a tic-tac. You need to go to a gym class. You know, just the classic shit to build this LIL Q shit. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? He had, oh my god. He had the line where he was gonna fit Jay the Nightwing into CANUCKLEHEAD's belly button. Only in motherfucking battle rap. I just fell out because the visual was just like crazy. And then, you know, Quinn got back to his cooking. He said, your face, he said, your face, I don't know what the line was. All I took from it, he said, your face got cellulite. That's not nice. And he said, like, your fat ass can't even reach your back fat. I need a shirt look like a backpack. You know what I'm saying? That's some classic LIL Q shit, you know? What you should expect. You know what I'm saying? It was alright. It was pretty clean. Losing your breath when you peel an orange, all that shit. And then at the end, he got into this rhythm shit. And it led me to believe maybe he was freestyling. But you got to see a lot of his swag in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was better than his written shit or not, but it came off pretty cool. Came off alright. But at least we didn't get we got a Quinn third verse, right? I mean, shit. It was cool. There was some high Quinn moments in there, and there were some awkward moments. But that's what you get in the LIL Quinn package. CANUCKLEHEAD, third round. This nigga went savage. He called his girl out, bro. Bro. He said, sex so good it'll make you switch religions. Ass graphic. I don't know his girl. I don't know graphic. But that shit still hurt. The insinuations flying all over the place is... I mean, I'm watching... like, for me, I'll watch Red Shirt Mike. Like, in my head, I'll be watching him. I'll be like, Mike, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? I get a reaction off him. That nigga so... I was like... okay. Kid said you can't be a MILF if you can't have kids, bro. Savage alert. Damn, what did he do to you? You want that 250 bad, huh? Live the rest of her days raising your mistake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. savage, bro. Knucklehead was not fucking around, bro. Schoolboy Q, you a schoolboy Q. Then going off about how like you bet all this money and he puts his money, at least he puts his money in the league that backs him, you know what I'm saying? While you out here just losing $750 your last 2 battles that you bet on. I don't know if you bet Just Z, but that was a crazy fact. I don't know why you be betting money and being unprepared too. That shit's crazy to me. And then he had that whole shit was like, why don't you do like being a father and an alcoholic, just quit. And this ended his round right. Knucklehead got the 3rd round as well. Knucklehead 2-1. It was a good battle, gentlemen. LIL Q, you know I'm always going to watch your battles. I saw what you did at the beginning. You were like, I'm not going nowhere. Salute to that shit. Fuck them. Fuck them all. But make sure that, pause by the way, I already know how you be thinking. Make sure that you come snapping next time. That 2nd round was too short. I don't know what the fuck that was out here betting 250. You ain't got a real 2nd verse. Get out of here. Knucklehead, this is about you though. Salute to you. Sorry for not having you in my top 25. Definitely shot up to the top 15 somewhere in there. Somewhere in there I will be able to put you, bro. But maybe next time. It'll be a while before I make another one of those, but salute to you, gentlemen. This is AKA from BS&I. Make sure you check out the past vlogs I got. I had Complicated versus Gingerbread Man versus Pterodactyl. I got a couple one top 25 of our neighbors up north, completely biased and full of favoritism. Make sure you check all those vlogs out. Salute to you, gentlemen. Thanks for another entertaining battle, and I'll catch up with y'all. Am I wrong? Who do y'all got? I got Knucklehead 2-1. Quinn got the 1st. Good shit.